This artist, she's for the girls and the gays, and she only sings about being fucked by men. This hit each other presents queerness. It's made for straight women's fetishes. And this show that got cancelled after one season and had to include a man in the fantasy, oh, this is for women who love women. Finally, genuinely, it's great how many books, movies, shows about gay men have been created in these recent years. I'm not really the target audience every time, but it warms my soul every time I hear about a new project being released. Cause queer people still don't officially exist. They're only tolerated when they're funny or entertaining in some strange ways. Like, maybe it's okay to have one character who is queer. Queer as in gay best friend, not as in trans or ace lesbian. But the moment more than two characters are queer, suddenly the same people who vomit their lost stories in every ad, every blockbuster, every Netflix show, every romance book are scared of equality? Like, that's interesting. Anyway, the saying for the gays and the girls is in fact not for the gays and the girls. And that may not be the biggest problem in the world right now. But unlike some weak-minded people, many of us still have the ability to care about more than one issue at the same time. I know, that's incredible. So basically, this saying is for the ones who are attracted to men. Because at the end of the day, worshipping men is still what society pushes. The girls and the gays doesn't include lesbians, bisexual and bi-romantic women, pangirlies, and aero-race people, because this statement is always lustful and about cis straight men. My favorite category of people, like most of them, are in no way problematic or friends with problematic people. And yet, every woman has had an inappropriate experience with a man. And if you're, how do I say that politely? If you're dumb as fuck, you're probably thinking that it's just a silly way to name a singer's vibes, or worse, that it's not that deep. And just with that belief, I can guess so many nasty things about you, and what you support, and what you're okay with, and how much you care about other people.
And Black Lives Matter is a cult. And Black Lives Matter is a cult.
Creating this complementing category of girls and gays is fine, but pretending that it's inclusive and woke and new is nonsense. Because what it actually means, every single time, actually reflects how male centered everything is, especially the entertainment industry. Once again, the issue is not that trendy expression, it's that when you take a step back, it's not as progressive and iconic as people believe. Because right now, a singer who is for the gays and the girls is one whose entire discography is built on talking about men, positively or negatively. But at the end of the day, they're the theme, the center, the topic. And we're supposed to believe that it's girly and feminist and that they're an ally to all queer people, the girls and the gays. This expression will keep on being used. Artists will keep on making their whole life about their cursed attraction. And we will have to be satisfied with our true of three women lovers singers. All of this to say, we all, and I mean all of us, need to see ourselves and parts of our stories in songs and in movies and in shows without it being about the same damn people every single time. Like, we could all fit into this industry. We could all have our shows with the representation that we didn't have growing up. And this is not a personal critic against the individuals, but rather a critic of the system. There is not just very few media for us, there is also no safe space for us. And I want to make it very clear that this is not a gay man against the rest of the LGBTQ plus community debate. It's so important that they get their representation too. The problem is that, on the other hand, there is almost nothing for the rest of the community that is healthy, has actual romance, a good ending maybe, or is this too much to ask? And characters who are not either minors or, on the other hand, in their 50s. Like, can we also have our silly and cute romance movies too? With an actual budget, not something from the last decade on some suspicious website. We always have to guess, to rely on ships that won't happen. We always have to witness our For You page being flooded with critics in shock whenever a show is finally about us, when just a few weeks ago people were passionately making edits about two men. We always have to hear about this new pop sensation who is just for the, you know the saying by now? And when we take a look at it, it's always about men and their funny anatomy. And when it comes to women who love women, don't get me started on the stereotypical characters and perception of us, the lack of black, brown, Asian women, the lack of actual love, romantic love, being shown and expressed. Like, why is it that hard to understand? All of this to say, having songs and movies and shows for the gays and the girls is meaningful to many people, and it's essential for them to have that. It's just also important for us to have a safe and healthy equivalent, something that for once would be made by us, for us.